day number 5 of training in Thailand. It is Friday morning. Training's starting to get me a little bit tired. It's just a lot of volume compared to what I'm used to in Australia. The intensity is kind of the same, if not a little bit less, because in Australia we train a lot less, but we train a lot more intense, so it's very go in Australia. But yeah, in Thailand it's just a lot of volume. Like, we are doing a 5 to 10k run this morning. It just depends how the tires feel. They don't tell you how far you're gonna run, they just run. And yeah, so that's the morning. So first thing I do is I come to the bathroom, use this beautiful thing after a good night's sleep, brush my teeth, do all the things you do at home, and then I come out here. I'm not really feeling like a coffee, but I got an option to have coffee if I want. You can just get them at 7-Eleven. Everything's so cheap over here, so yeah, you just grab whatever you need. But yeah, next thing I do is I come over here and I'll grab my massage gun and I'll just quickly run it through any tight spots I've got, which normally there is a fair bit of tight spots, just because the amount you train, like, your body's going to be a little bit jacked up from it. So yeah, especially through here, just keeping the hands up all the time, clinching, everything. A little bit on the neck as well, just from the clinching. So yeah, just running through all the tight spots. Legs have been a little bit sore just from the amount of running and skipping we're doing, because I don't run as much in Australia. Run a little bit in Australia, but nothing crazy. Because in Australia you gotta work, you gotta do a lot of other things, you have other commitments, so you can't really be as full on as you are in Thailand, which that's the reason I came. I wanted to make fighting the number one priority. I wanted to be able to fight consistently, so that's why I'm here. And I've only been here 5 days and I've already got a fight booked in 3 weeks, so I'm getting what I wanted. Fuck, I look tired. Yeah, next up, got this little trigger ball here. This thing will help me get out any knots I have. My hips and my shoulders have been very tight. Yeah, just from all the training, so I'm gonna release them now. Now that that's done, we're gonna get on our running shoes. I'm gonna go for a run. Yeah, so I'm downstairs in the gym now. We all run together at this gym, so you just gotta wait for everyone to wake up. We normally run around 6 o'clock. It's 6:05 now, so still waiting for a couple others. And then we just run together. So the gym has a very family vibe about it. You do everything together, you push each other, you train hard together. And it's crazy to see like the young Thai kids as well. Like, they're fucking insane. Like, they're probably 5 to 8 years old, and they've had like 50 fights already, and they just go all the time. It's pretty cool to see. Like, you see videos online of them and you hear about them, until you actually see it in real life, it's just a different thing. Just came back from a run. We did about 6.5k this morning. Just chucking on my hand wraps so I can get ready for shadow boxing. So that's the first thing you do in the morning session. Slow shadow boxing, just working on the technique that the Thais are ingraining into me. They're working a lot on my hands. I was kind of worried coming to Thailand that my hand would suffer, just because the Thais don't have the best boxing, but yeah, I'm finding it really good that my hands are actually getting better, because Samart Payakaroon was actually a pro boxer as well as a pro Muay Thai fighter. So the boxing here is actually really good. Next up, I got 5-minute rounds on the pads. In the morning I usually do 3 5-minute rounds. In the afternoon I do 5 rounds. So yeah, the rounds here, everything you gotta hit hard. So you're hitting everything with full power, good technique. The Thais will fix your technique. So just here you can see, he's just showing me that I was taping off my back leg slightly wrong. So just fixing that up. And then we go, yeah, you just kind of flow with them, so they control the pace.
and you just hit everything full power. So they'll just drill little things into you that make a world of difference. After that, we got the bag rounds. Yeah, just throwing everything on the bag, full power again. Sometimes if I'm feeling a little bit sick or run down, I will pull back the intensity a little bit on the bag. I just kind of go by how my body feels. But once again, the Thais coming over, fixing my technique on my jab, they wanted a little bit more snappy. I was pushing it a little bit rather than snapping, so he's just telling me here to snap it out a bit more. And that way when I double it up, it's going to be a lot more snappy, there's going to be a lot more power in it. And I'm actually happy I'm getting this because I have good hands, but the power sometimes lacks a little bit in the hands. And he's just showing me a little trick, switching the stance, throwing a left hook and a right straight. So I'm southpaw, so this trick will work really well. And one thing I do love about this gym as well is they make you practice every technique in both stances. So that way you can adapt in a fight. If you've got a sore leg or if something's not going right, you can switch up and you've got that in your arsenal. So that's something that I did want to work on while I was in Thailand as well, just getting both stances really strong. Lastly, to finish off the session, we just go power kick. So I did 50 each side, just kicking the bag as hard as you can, perfect technique. My phone did start recording here, so I didn't get all of my film, but yeah, this is basically what the end of the session looks like.
Just finished up training. They're cleaning the gym mat, so it's gonna be a little bit noisy, but yeah, now I'm just finishing off with, I've done my sit-ups, some pull-ups, some push-ups, and now I'm just doing some injury prevention exercises that I'm keeping on top of while I'm in Thailand. So it's gonna be really good ones to shit. Have it tight and then circles one way, making sure the knee's not moving like that if you're doing it. And then when you're done 30, you go the other way. So I'm just staying on top of these little exercises while I'm in Thailand because I don't want shin splints, I don't want any injuries that are going to stop me from training and fighting over here. Just heading back up to my room, have a shower, and then I'm going to charge up my phone and I'm going to be heading into 7-Eleven. There's a 7-Eleven about 10-minute walk from here, so I'm just going to walk down there, grab some stuff, and then I'm going to come back and we're going to have breakfast.
Yeah, just walk into 7-Eleven, check your temperature on the little gauge, and then yeah, just walk around. They got everything. So yeah, I was just checking out. I'm still looking at 7-Eleven every time I go there because I don't know exactly where everything is. Got myself some tape. I was thinking about getting a little bit of sponge to put underneath my ankle guards because my feet are a little bit swollen at the moment, but I decided not to, which stupid idea. I probably should have, but yeah, it is what it is. Got a kitchen knife in case I want to eat in my room. Yeah, and I've got some snacks in my room as well. And yeah, just having a look at everything. All the food's so good here. And got myself a green juice as well. I would love to eat more, but I do have weight to lose, so big sad. And we got all the drinks, and we got all the different types of milk as well at 7-Eleven. Now we got the 7-Eleven ham and cheese toasties. Everyone told me to try these, and they are as amazing as I've been told.
So I just went to 7-Eleven. Masks are still mandatory in Thailand, they're not in Australia anymore, so yeah, they won't let you in if you don't have a mask anymore. But yeah, I got myself some goodies. All this was 150 baht. Got myself some chicken, got myself some green juices, some tape, and got myself a kitchen knife for whenever I want to eat in my room. Yeah, it's so cheap to live over here. It's so good. Like something that would cost you about 20 bucks in Australia, it costs you about maybe 3 or 4 over here. So yeah, your money can go a long way. And now the gym is at the end of the road, so we're just on our way back. Just go back to the gym, head into my room. Yeah, I always like to have some snacks on hand because you only eat twice a day here. Like you eat a lot, but sometimes you want a little bit of something in you before your next training session. So yeah, I like to have a little bit of food just on standby. So it's good to have stuff like 7-Eleven so close by. We've got markets down the road as well, so yeah, that's a good tip for Thailand. I got my stash here, got some protein powder, some supplements, some fruits and nuts. So yeah, I got everything I need here. And thank fuck I've got an aircon in my room. It is so hot here. Alrighty, so Ty's just woke me up from my nap, said I need to run now. I'm not gonna have time to get a feed in or anything energy, so I'm just gonna grab one of these, just chuck it down, get a little bit of sugar in me before training, and yeah, we're gonna go train for another 3 hours.
Just got back from my run. We did a 5k run together. Just chucking on my hand wraps. I didn't get any videos of this session, but I've got little knuckle protectors underneath my hands, so if you want yourself a pair, I'll leave the link in the description with a little promo code you can use, get yourself 10% off. Just helps keep the knuckles right. But basically the afternoon session is you run, you skip, you shadow box, you hit pads. I did 5-minute rounds of pads today. Hit the bag for 4 rounds. And then normally we'll do a little bit of light sparring, but some of the Thais are injured, so I didn't get a chance to do that. So instead we just clinch for extra long, do your kicks and knees on the bag, and then you come do some strength.
These little Thai kids are fucking insane. Like, it's crazy actually seeing them do their thing here. Like, it's one thing to watch a video on YouTube about it or like hear about it, but it's a different thing when you actually here, experience it. Like, you know, they're really nice. They've been doing it since they were really young. Most of them have had like, you know, 50 fights, maybe more, because they're just doing it since they're that young. So it's really cool to be surrounded by this environment of kids who are literally fighting to put food on the table for their families. And it just brings you up, because it's kind of like you're fighting for survival as well. Even though you've got money here, like, you're still in that environment, so it pushes you to be better. Just finished my elbow session, and they've actually got Sagat Pechandi here. He's doing a bit of a photo shoot, screaming his head off. So yeah, he has a Street Fighter character based off him. He's a celebrity over here, so it's pretty cool to be meeting people like this over in Thailand. Just finished training, coming back up to my room. Yeah, just gonna have, it just depends how I feel, honestly, after my training sessions. Like, I might have a protein shake. I'm gonna have one now. I'm pretty tired. Day 5 of training, the training just starts to hit you. Yeah, so I'm gonna have that, eat, and then get ready for bed after that. We don't eat for about another hour, hour and a half, so they might take me somewhere. Sometimes they decide to do that. Sometimes we'll go to a sauna place. Sometimes we'll just go up to 7-Eleven, or yeah, they'll just take you around. So if that happens, I'll be sure to video it. Best protein I've ever had. I'm not even sponsored, but it's very good. It's got everything you need. It's got plant protein, reduces inflammation. It's got like turmeric, curcumin in it. It's got electrolytes, and it's got digestive enzymes. So yeah, it's I think this is also helping me get used to the food, just having the digestive enzymes and all that in there. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. Alright, it's 7:15 now, so I'm going to go downstairs, have my dinner. Just spent some time on the phone with my sister, just staying in contact with the family while I'm over here. Yeah, so this has been a typical day in the life of Thailand. It's been good, really enjoying it here. I'm trying to stay for longer if I can. Yeah, it's so cheap to live over here. So if you have a decent bit of money in Australia or wherever you're from, if you're getting paid in another currency, it translates really well over here. So
if you have the freedom and if you have the time and if you don't have a crazy amount going on, I'd highly recommend coming to Thailand. It's really cool.